Hey guys, I have a lot of Black Friday purchases in front of me, so let's not waste any time. Let's just get it on my face. So I've been gathering all the orders and I've been testing out all these products. I figured rather than posting a bunch of first impressions, I would gather my opinion on everything and then share it in this video. I'm going to do my best to try to apply as much of it on my face as possible, but it's going to be pretty difficult. I have like over 30 items here. And I'm just gonna talk a little bit about it, do some swatches, and then if there's anything you wanna see a dedicated video on, leave me a note in the comment section below and I'll do my best to film that for you. But other than that, it's just gonna be an overview of the product and a little demo of the application. Future Kate here. I totally forgot to say in this video, you do not have to spend this much money on Black Friday. I specifically budgeted for that. This is a real like treat yourself situation. I'm at the place now where I can afford this kind of spending. I don't want to be encouraging people to go out there and spend what they can't spend. I could not spend like this every month. It's just something that I look forward to and I plan to do. Okay, thanks, bye. There are a couple orders I don't have in front of me. For example, I ordered the Pat McGrath concealer in L6, but it was way too yellow, so I returned it. Part of this order, I ordered the ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer from Ulta and I fell in love with it, so I ordered 2 more shades that I haven't gotten yet. I think I also have 1 more order on the way from Ulta that was just a few lip balms, but other than that, everything is here. I'm gonna start off with skincare. So first up, from the Sephora sale, I got the Lineage Cream Skin Mist. This is a repurchase for me, and I'll just show you. Can you see this? It's so gentle. It's just a beautiful product. I've repurchased that a bunch of times. I have combo skin. I find that it can be sometimes oily, sometimes dry, and that mist is just one of my favorites. It's incredibly gentle. I love putting it underneath a hyaluronic acid serum and then a moisturizer on top. Favorite. By the way, I'm going to breeze through skincare because I don't know if any of you are even interested in my skincare opinions, but I also participated in the Allies of Skin sale, and this is their new Niacinamide Serum. I've been really enjoying this, but I don't think it's anything more special compared to the Paula's Choice one, which is a fraction of the price, and even that is pretty expensive, but I'll continue to use it and see if I have any results. I've also got their Mandelic Pigmentation Corrector Serum, which is a blend of mandelic and lactic and salicylic acid, plus a bunch of other antioxidants, peptides, and brighteners that Allies of Skin is known for. I have to say, I've been using this a lot with another AHA, and I've noticed the pigmentation on my cheeks here has been lightening. So this might be worth the price. I also don't find that this really stings at all. A lot of times chemical exfoliants make me really sensitive, but this one doesn't. I'm pretty impressed. Another Allies of Skin product that everybody raves about is their Peptides and Antioxidants Firming Daily Treatment. This, again, incredibly expensive. I think it's $109, but it's beautiful. I'll just show you the texture so you can see this one. It's like a light cream. It's perfect for the daytime under makeup. It is light enough to not disturb my makeup and to wear with sunscreen, but it's like hydrating and occlusive enough that I can use it at night as my moisturizer too. And especially with a combination of powerful ingredients in here, I might have to buy it again. Not during the sale, but something I picked up and forgot to talk about is this Tarte moisturizer. It's a mini and it is called the Baba Balm moisturizer. I've never heard anyone talk about this, but it is absolutely incredible. It is thick and it is like rich and it leaves your skin looking dewy, but never feeling heavy. It's not scented, no fragrance. There's nothing that would ever irritate me in here. I am blown away. Let's get into doing some makeup. I've got the Fitglow Pretty Fresh Concealer here. I picked this up at Ulta during their sale. This is in the shade Light 60N. And it is, you'll see, a little too dark for under my eyes, but it is the perfect concealer to use instead of foundation. So I just apply it like right where I need it. here, a little there. What are we thinking? Does that look good? Maybe a little here on my pigmentation. And that's it. That's my perfect base. I just take a super old Real Techniques contour brush and I buff it away. It's the perfect concealer I've been looking for my whole life. It's just been difficult to find the right shade for ColourPop. I hated their no filter concealer because it was super dry and it oxidized. But this one is, I mean, I would pay like luxury money for this. It is beautifully hydrating, and makes my skin just look like skin. It's like a healthy, moisturized finish, never looks cakey. It's pretty full coverage. It gives me exactly the coverage that I need. It's thin and spreadable. It's like, I mean, you can see that's looking really nice, right? Also from Ulta, I got the Uoma Beauty concealer, the Stay Woke concealer, and White Pearl T1. I first got the shades. I got Fair Lady T1, and no, I think I got Fair Lady T2, and it was like dark and extremely yellow. So it's very hard to figure out your shades in the Uoma Beauty concealers. Their website makes it very difficult. Here's the way it works. White Pearl is like the lightest shades. Fair Lady is like light shades. Then the next ones are like medium and then dark. And the way it goes is like T1 is pink, T2 is warm, T3 is neutral. I don't know, something like that. All I know is that T1 is my undertone. So White Pearl T1 is like a pinkier one. And then I think Fair Lady T1 would then be my next shade darker. It's super confusing. I had to return the shades and get a new one, but White Pearl T1, you'll see, is gorgeous. Definitely more of a brightening shade for me. I am trying not to use concealers that are quite so bright under my eyes because I think it kind of ages me a little bit. But this ends up blending out and looking really natural. The consistency of this is gorgeous. It's like full coverage, light, thin, and so spreadable. Not at all thick, and it just has quite an airbrushed finish. Do you see what that did to my under eyes? Maybe I'll get in a little bit closer here. It is just a gorgeous finish. I know that it's described as being like super hydrating, I think, but I don't find that. I just find that it has a skin-like finish. It's less dewy than my other under eye concealers, but I actually think that makes my under eyes look better. I've been finding actually my dewier concealers make my under eyes look a little bit older. So I've been reaching for this and not putting any powder. Then Wander Beauty sent me their brow gel. This is in the shade Taupe. Just gonna slap it on quickly. It has a long, skinny applicator, and that works pretty well for me. I do find though that this still just isn't gonna beat my e.l.f. Wow Brow. Nothing beats my e.l.f. Wow Brow because that has fibers in the formula and I find that it just holds better. And somehow because of that formula, if I like brush over my brow, it doesn't ever get messy. With every other brow gel, including this one, I find that like it can kind of get a little messy. Like you see right there, it just kind of starts getting outside my brow line. So I like this brow gel and I think it looks good. It's a good like dark shade for me when I want to do a bold brow, but it's not gonna beat my holy grail. Okay, I did bronzer and highlighter off camera because I don't have anything new. Now let's go over all of the blushes I purchased. The first you saw in my blush tag. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Sublime Flush. I'm no longer supporting Hourglass because they released that super cult favorite product that they had years to develop and only launched it for light skin. So they just continue to disappoint, but I did buy this blush and I'm gonna use it. So if you want to see what it looks like, you can go watch my previous, like 2 videos ago. It's the blush tag. I was wearing this, but I'll just show you what it looks like on the back of my hand. It's a very light, beautiful peachy pink. It's like a base of peach with a little lilac shift running through it. Very, very pretty for fair skin. Next up, I did purchase the new Glossier Cloud Paint in Spark because I just love red blush. There's just something about it that sets my little heart aflutter. This is what it looks like. I'll blend it out so you can see. It's quite a true red when you first swatch it, but you can see that it pulls pink. And then, should I put it on? I'm gonna put it on. You only need this tiny little amount. Like that. That's it. And then, where's my blush? Take a brush immediately and just start blending that out. It actually reminds me almost exactly of the Rare Beauty blush in Joy, I believe it was. So that's what it looks like. You can see it's just kind of like a beautiful, intense red that has more cool undertones, so it pulls quite pink once you blend it out. You can see on my fair skin that it does totally work if you are careful and you just apply a tiny amount. But if you have deep skin, I would imagine applying it just like a regular blush, you would get incredible payoff. I'm just trying to be very careful because sometimes when I'm not careful and I wear this, I end up with a bit of a clown situation. I also have two blushes from Fitglow. These are their Lumifirms. Normally these are $32, but they're currently on sale on their website for $15. And you can use my code KATE20 for an additional 20% off. So I got these for like $10, $11 each. Pretty incredible. I had a sample of the shade Kindly from a while ago and I used it up, so I bought a full size. It is my perfect pinky coral. It is just my summer color. The formula is amazing. It's creamy, it's blendable. You just get your brush in the pot and swipe it on and it has almost an airbrushed finish. Definitely got to get more shades of these. It's beautiful. And the next one I got, I had never tried before. I never had a sample, but I like the way it was described. This is Pop, and it was described as a shimmering strawberry. And I was like, ooh, like, yeah, that sounds great. It's pretty similar to Kindly. These are the two, but Pop is much more pink and it has some gold shimmer in it. Whereas Kindly on the face definitely pulls more of that coral through once it's on the skin. And Kindly does not have any shimmer and Pop does. So I'm just going to add a touch of Pop since I've never shown it on my channel. Yeah, you can see it's quite pink once you put it on, and I just love it. I love these formulas. The Lumifirms, like I said, are $15 right now, so it was a no-brainer for me to pick up two. I also own the shade Buff, so if you need any swatches, definitely DM me on Instagram, and I'm always happy to help. I just powdered my face off camera since I didn't have anything new, but I realized I forgot to talk about this little mini NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I got the shade Vanilla. Years ago, I tried this when it came out and it was all the rave, and I remember really hating it and not understanding why it was such a cult favorite. This is Vanilla. It's a perfect match for my hand, but my face is slightly darker, so this is quite a brightening shade. And you know what? When I apply this, I was brought right back to my college years. It looked cakey. It didn't cover up much. It didn't work well with my sunscreens. I don't get why people love this. Maybe my skin's just more textured than I thought, but I'm going to try the Soft Matte Concealer next because my friend Carson says they have very pink undertones in that range, and it's just more full coverage, which is like more my style. So, eh. Next, I didn't really know where to include this, but I got this temporary hair color. It's the Moroccan Oil Color Depositing Mask in Rose Gold. It's supposed to last, I think, a couple weeks, but I'm going to start it the day that I go on vacation from work. I have 11 days off, and hopefully by the time that the vacation's over, it'll have worn out, but I might film myself doing this on camera, so if you want to see it, let me know. Next up, I have a ton of eyeshadow in front of me, so I'm not sure what to apply, but I'm going to swatch all of them on my hands first. The first one, you gotta shake it up, is this Pacifica Twinkle paint in Baby Stars. I hate that name. First of all, it sounds like kid makeup, like Twinkle paint in Baby Stars. Like, come on. I'm in my 30s, you know, like anyways, It's super pretty. It's probably the best liquid shadow I've tried in a long... Ugh! Don't get it all over yourself. It kind of like has a hard time going back in the container, so just heads up. This is what it looks like. Beautifully reflective. And when you blend it out, you can get it pretty sheer so that it's just like a beautiful wash of color. It does not last very well throughout the day, I will say that, but I mean, it's very affordable. You can get it at Ulta, and once it's on your eyes, it is there. It is like you can't blend it out anymore. It sets down. But I did notice after maybe 5 hours, the base pigment started breaking down and I was just left with glitter, but I honestly don't even really mind that look. Next up for eyes, I have the Cover FX Shimmer Veils. These have been heavily featured on my Instagram stories. So if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen both of these in action. But if you haven't, I'll swatch them for you. First up, I bought the shade Soleil. What I love about these is they set down. They last all day and don't fade at all. So I would say if you're looking for a liquid shadow, Cover FX Shimmer Veils. This one is Soleil. I mean, look at that. How, compared to the Pacifica one, which is quite natural, look at that. Oh, I got both of these on sale. I think Sephora's probably phasing out Cover FX because these were like less than $10, I think. I can't really remember. But that was Soleil, and this one's Moonstone. Soleil was like quite a rose gold, and Moonstone is this like beautiful taupey amethyst. Oh, on the eyes, they're both incredible. And what you can do actually, I'm going to see if I can get it to show up on camera. If you blend these out on your eyes like that, the base pigment does break down a little bit and you're left with like beautiful scattered glitter pigments. They remind me of the Rowan shadows, but in a liquid formula that sets down. So I mean, look at that. I can't get enough of them. I hope that I can get in touch with Cover FX so they can send me more. I would love to do a dedicated video. Next up for eyes, I bought the Victoria Beckham Lid Luster in the shade Tea Rose, and I am sad to say I don't really like this. I know, I think I'm the only person who doesn't. Tea Rose looked more like a maybe like rose gold bronze on the website, and in person it's quite a smoky plum. It's not that kind of daytime appropriate eye look I was going for. So this is what it looks like on the hand. You can see that it's quite dark. I actually filmed a video applying the Victoria Beckham beauty products on my Instagram. So DM me if you want to see that because I think the story's expired. But you can see this color and it's like a plum base pigment, but then it just has really large particles of gold glitter. And I don't find that the gold shift with the plum is very flattering on me. I had a few people say like, oh, that looks pretty. It looks just very different for you. And that's cool. But it's just not something I'm going to reach for. I also found a near exact dupe in my collection. The Marc Jacobs Sequin Shadow in Topaz Flash is nearly identical, but that one's more unique. So I'm probably going to see if I can return this, or if not, if any of my friends wants it, because I just don't think I'm going to reach for it. Lastly, for eyeshadow, I got the Nabla Water Dream eyeshadow, and this broke and shattered into a million pieces in transit. I got it from Beauty Bay, and I tried repressing it with my hands, but like, dude, right? Am I right? I'm gonna apply this today because I've shown all of the other products on Instagram. So let's just do something different. And if you wanna see any of this as a dedicated review, just leave me a note in the comment section below. So I'm just gonna take Water Dream from Nabla on my finger and just frickin' pray that there's no fallout, because this is like essentially a pigment that was loose. Okay, let's do it. I'm not even gonna breathe. I'm not gonna breathe. Okay, you got this, girl. And I'm just gonna blend that with a crease brush and just have a wash of shadow. I was gonna go ham originally, and I was gonna try to apply every single eyeshadow and lip product and blush in this video and just have a crazy face. But unfortunately, I do have to go run errands after this. And there's only so much time in the day. Can anyone apply eyeshadow without like a gaping mouth open. I don't know. Oh man, that's nice. I'm devastated that it broke, but it pressed back into the pan okay enough so that I can do this. It reminds me a lot of ColourPop Ritz. I should compare those. I'm curious, but I mean, man, that's just like me in an eyeshadow, you know? It's just like nothing underneath and then a glitter topper. That's all I want in life. Now, I bought 2 mascaras during the Sephora sale. I think it started on October 31st, so I've had these for a long time now. Even though I'm not buying anything else now from Hourglass, I did buy these then. I've used the Hourglass Caution mascara for years. It's my #1 Holy Grail mascara. Nothing beats it to me. It is not a tubing mascara. It's a standard mascara formula so that, you know, it doesn't easily remove in the shower, but I don't have too much of an issue with this. But it is just so volumizing. It is lengthening. It holds a curl. It's very black. It's like everything you want a mascara to be. The only difference is I've been using the Thrive mascara for about 9 months now, and I'm almost out, but that got me addicted to tubing mascaras. So I tried the Hourglass tubing mascara. This is the unlocked mascara, and I love that this removes so fast just with water. You know, it's hard to go back to non-tubing mascaras just because of how easily they remove. But I think in comparison to Thrive, I just don't know. I'm having a hard time because the Thrive mascara is my perfect mascara after about 3 to 4 months of using it. At first, the Thrive mascara is very wet, and I find that because it's wet, it's heavy and it weighs my lashes down. And to me, the most important thing about a mascara is keeping a curl because my lashes are already pretty long. This holds a curl better initially, like right out of the gate. It's a little bit more of a lightweight, drier formula compared to Thrive, but it's not as lengthening and it's not as volumizing. So I'm kind of like, I think Thrive and this one are equal because Thrive is perfect after 3 months, but this one's kind of like good right out of the gate. So I'm going to continue playing with it, but I'm going to try to be helpful here. And I think I'm going to apply both of them, one on each eye so that you can see because I want to be helpful to you. Okay, so I just curled the shit out of my lashes off camera and added some liner on the upper waterline. Now I'm going to start with Hourglass Unlocked on this eye. That's what the brush looks like. Unfortunately, I'm getting glitter from the Nabla shadow around my face, but ignore that. This is the Hourglass Unlocked mascara. It's like a plasticky wand. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. By the way, I've had a camera, a real camera rather than just filming on my iPhone for 5 months now, and I've never opened the box because I've been too intimidated to learn a new piece of equipment. But maybe one day you'll get good quality content from me. So you can see it's holding a curl pretty well compared to the Thrive that would like initially weigh my lashes down, but you can also see it's quite a natural lash. It's not like super volumizing. So I'm going to see if I can build it up. You know, the Thrive one definitely adds a ton of length. I will say this one is still beautiful, but it's just not like my night out mascara. Okay, so here's what Hourglass Unlocked looks like on my lashes. I got some on my lid, but I'll clean that up in a second. You can see it's beautiful. What I like about this is that it holds a curl, never clumps. I mean, I just tried building that up to as much as it could be, and it's still very natural and very separated. Thrive, on the other hand, will add a ton of length and volume, but it can get very clumpy to the point where it'll look like I have like 4 lashes that clump together if I use too much. So if you like a natural lash, I would probably go with the Unlocked. If you like more of a dramatic lash, I'd probably go with Thrive. Okay, so now let's do Hourglass Caution. This is not a tubing mascara, so you need like real makeup remover to remove it. The brush is not as plasticky. I think it's a regular bristle, but I don't really know. I don't know anything about anything. Don't trust me. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, I love this one. Oh. Do you see immediately the difference? I can. Okay, so I just finished applying this side with the Hourglass Caution mascara, and I think the difference is very clear. It performed exactly as I remembered. It is incredibly lengthening and volumizing. It's not clumpy. It holds a curl. It does everything I want in a mascara. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's not a tubing mascara, so it doesn't remove with water, which is like kind of annoying at the end of the night, and I'm super lazy. So you can see this is much more of a natural lash. This is unlocked. This is much more of a dramatic lash, which is Caution. So I hope that was helpful. It wouldn't be a Kate video without talking about lip products. So let's first talk about this Wander Beauty Lip Retreat Oil in Skinny Dip. This is fantastic. It just looks like this little pointed doe foot. I don't normally like lip oils, but it's not a thin, slippery lip oil. Like, I hate the new Ilia Balmy glosses. Those were like drying and thin and slippery. I pretty much don't like any lip oils, but this, it's like, I want to say like caramel, like nougat gloss balm oil hybrid. The shade's also really nice. I think it's like a more of a warm nude, so it has some like yellow to it, which I don't usually wear. But there's no scent. It's just kind of like a lip treatment meets a gloss. It's just so comfortable. It's luxurious. I definitely want to pick up more shades. By the way, I think I'm going to try adding a little bit of Hourglass so that I don't look like I have totally different lashes. I don't know if this is going to help. Next up from Wander Beauty, I have their Beach Balm in Sangria. Also love this because there's no fragrance. It's beautiful. It's like a deep red, pinky red with some shimmer. Again, what I like about these Wander Beauty lip products, they're never too thin and slippery. They're like so comfortable. There's a little bit of like thickness to it so that it stays within your lip lines. For whatever reason, I have lips where like if the formula is too thin, it'll just slide everywhere. Maybe I'm just messy like a little toddler, I don't know. But this doesn't do that. Super comfortable. Love it. Next up, I have a bunch of products from Fitglow. I love their lip color creams, which are their lipsticks. These are normally, I think like 38 maybe, but they're on sale for 15. So I got the shade Buck. So fun. It's like a pinky peachy nude. The Fitglow lip color creams, if you haven't tried them, have a really unique formula. They're like the best lipstick formula I could come up with because they have a little bit of thickness and a little bit of moisturization so that they don't slide around and they're comfortable, but they feel so lightweight on the lips. Like the Kosas ones everyone raves about, those are so drying on me, but these have that classic Fitglow something or other that I can't describe. I'm sure Fitglow could DM me why these are so like, why they feel so good and cushiony, but truly my favorite lipstick formula. My only complaint about these is that they don't make that many shades. They're either like a bunch of light nudes or very bold colors, not much in between. So I definitely hope that they get more shades. Next, with my Fitglow order, I got a little sample of their best-selling lip serum shade Nudie. Oh yeah. I can't believe I haven't had this color. It was like made for me. I have a dedicated Fitglow lip serum swatch video. It didn't have this shade, so if you want to see more shades, you can definitely check out my channel and watch that video. But not even done, I have more shades to talk about. So that one was Nudie. This is B, which was part of their Beautiful collection, which was in that video, but they sent it to me in this new little duo. So this is B, which is just like a nice light pink. And next up, I'm so excited, this is the shade Nice, which is a new favorite for me. It's a soft coral. It's kind of sheer, but kind of opaque. No shimmer. Oh yeah. I think this would look good on so many people. Is that beautiful or what? I mean, it's such a nice shade. It's just like a soft coral with that famous addictive Fitglow lip serum formula. I love it. So the lip product I was saving for last is a new favorite, and it's the Victoria Beckham Lipton in Cherie. This is exactly what I wanted it to be. It has this tiny little, I'll put it right here over the walls, this tiny little applicator. It's beautiful. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So thin, but it's like a gel stain formula, so it's not gonna like run outside your lip lines because it's thin. It sets down to a stain. And you don't want to put too many layers because if it's a stain, it could patch up. You just want to do a little light layer. Is that not like the perfect natural makeup look? Like perfect keep at your desk and slap on before a Zoom meeting look. It just sets down so it kind of like feels like your lips. Because of that, you might want to put a balm on top once it sets, but I just think this color is beautiful. It's like a perfect roseberry, or no, it's like a perfect rose brown. They do have a darker berry shade, but I hope they come out with more colors. I would love for them to do a red. I just think that this is like the perfect natural lip. It just is kind of like what I wish I was born with, you know? It doesn't add any texture or any shine or anything like that. It just stains your lips so I can put it on before a Zoom meeting and I don't have to worry if something's on my teeth or if something faded. Yeah, this is the standout item from Victoria Beckham to me. I just love it. And I think the lid luster would be cool too if I had a shade that I didn't already have in my collection. But now we have the last two items. I've been on quite a fragrance journey recently. I've purchased about 40 fragrance samples. They're not official retailers, so like don't come for me. They're decanters. So they are websites that like buy a bunch of perfumes and then they decant them and sell them in little fragrance samples. I use Scent Split and Fragrances line. And because of those little fragrance decants, I fell in love with these two. This is the Maison Margiela Replica Whispers in the Library. It's like a smoky, sexy, slightly sweet, leathery scent. These are both unisex, but they were a little too feminine for my boyfriend, so I ended up loving them for me. And this is Jazz Club. And Jazz Club is like also slightly smoky, slightly musky, slightly sweet, like bourbon. I just love it. Jazz Club's like sweet, smoky, boozy. Whispers in the Library is like sweet, leathery, smoky, boozy. I love these. If you want a fragrance overview video, I can do that because I got a lot. But that's everything that I have gotten over the past 6 weeks. And I hope this was helpful and fun. I know it was like super fast and I only gave my initial thoughts. So please let me know if you want to see any of this in the comment section below as a dedicated review. Also, I was thinking of doing like a 2020 body and hair care favorites video, but I didn't know if any of you guys would watch that. So if you would be interested in a body and hair video, like favorites roundup of the year, let me know and I'll film that too. And thanks for watching if you made it this far. I hope this was somewhat helpful and entertaining, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.